That's right, everybody. Tune in. Tell a friend. The Playboy Comedy, Mr. Trey Love is in. We are live on the Family Politics Podcast, where you can catch us here each and every Tuesday night from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. Social media platforms you can catch us on are YouTube. Social media platforms you can catch us on also our Facebook. And hey, don't forget, guys, you can support us on stars, you know what I'm saying? Shoot some money in because that helps us to build and create better and more content. So this week, y'all, we're gonna get it in, man. We're gonna have a few things to discuss. We gotta talk about this Jonathan Major situation. It's super crazy. We have to talk about the tragedy that just happened with these poor children, these poor families out in Nashville. I think it's Tennessee. I want to make sure I get everything straight. Also, we're gonna talk about this young lady who decided to off her man on Facebook Live. That's right. And so yeah, this is the controversy I'll be talking about when I say black women don't support black men because it just seems like, hey, she could just kill a dude. I mean, it's crazy, man. So we'll get into all that later. Man, I want to welcome y'all to the podcast, man. This is Family Politics. We're about to get it in, y'all. All right, everybody, welcome to the show. Let's go ahead and get some advertising out the way. And without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and bring my cousin in so we can go ahead and get this thing started. Continue to support my Dry Bar Comedy Special. The numbers are through the roof. It's looking good, man. I got nothing but love, y'all. This is heavy rotation. This is residual income, residual at its finest. And please do continue to support my Amazon store. Yep, y'all been purchasing off the store. Things have been coming through. It's been looking real good. Make sure that you support our first cousin. That's right, our baby cousin, reality star Charmaine, with her best-selling children's book with Black-owned publishing company. It's going down. Hey, y'all already know on Wednesdays, man, tomorrow night, y'all can catch us in Monrovia. Catch me live hosting my open mic. And here's something we're going to talk about all night, y'all. Ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget. Well, this is my first time telling you, so let me bring this to your attention. On April the 1st, y'all, of 2023. I'm getting everything together. That's funny. April 1st, 2023, y'all. Each and every first Saturday, we will be having Residual LLC along with My Father's Barbecue. First Saturdays, we're gonna have comedy, music, and barbecue. We got Yvette the Funny Lady, plus some special guests coming in. I'm hosting. Mr. Tobias is gonna be on the saxophone. It's gonna be a night to remember. Doors open at 7:30. Show time is at 8:30 p.m. Includes dinner and show. Purchase your tickets at www.myfathersbarbecue.com. The spot is located 637 University Drive. Man, it's gonna be a night to remember. Let me tell you how this was born, y'all. We did a few shows. We did a show a couple of years back, and we really had a nice time. Then we came back recently, and we did a Valentine's Day show. After the Valentine's Day show, the owner Shalimar, she was like, Lewis, we got to do this, and we got to do it on a continuous basis. So come out, man. I'm telling you, it's the kind of show that you want to be part of, that you want to. It's grown and sexy, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Of course, we're gonna talk about some things, but it ain't gonna be a lot of that vulgarity. It's classy comedy, because it's gonna be classy people, pastors and things, a different bringing a different crowd, a different caliber of people. So therefore I'm booking and working with a different caliber of comedian. Man, it's wild, it's off the chain. I'm so excited about it, man. So look, we're gonna go ahead and jump into it because, man, we got a lot to cover today. America is burning. All right, ladies and gentlemen, without any further ado, welcome my co-host, my first cousin, not my second, to the podcast. Yo, here she is, y'all. Mickey Alexander. What's good, cuzzo?
What?
Oh,
Man,
see, you know what?
do you see my
Take
tan?
her back out. No, let me take her back out. See, I'm gonna bring her right back. But y'all, I forgot to tell y'all. Every time I take a day off, she hollering Hollywood, right? Okay. I might be out working. Okay. Let's talk about what she doing. I be working. Let's talk about what she be doing, y'all. My tan. Y'all see
You see
my
my tan?
tan.
You see I got a little dark. Look, I got some sunburn. Look, y'all see the sunburn right there? The sunburn is right there. It's right there.
See them high yellow people
Yo,
like her, them high yellow people. Yeah. So first of all, before we get
Listen.
into today, talk to us. How was the trip? What's up?
Oh my God. Like, okay, so first off,
Rob in the
I want
building.
to give a big shout out to all my what's up, Big Rob? I want to give a big shout out to all my people out there in Cabo St. oh, okay, my bad. Oh, I was back there. Anyways,
Oh, you
so
got you
two
some new
things.
you got you some new
One,
Hispanic
don't go.
friends now, huh?
No, actually, no. I'll tell that story in a
Okay.
minute.
Okay.
So one, don't go to Cabo during spring break. Because yeah, nah, bruh, nah. Like I figured out I'm grown. I'm grown, cuz I'm grown.
Look, look, be going
I'm
get
grown.
naps. Be taking naps. Okay?
Man, man,
Uh-huh.
these little teenagers, 18 years old, they parents with them, they was running around the pool. There was like 50 of them in the pool. I was like, oh my God, like what? I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? I didn't know what
Right.
was
Like what are
happening.
they
So
doing?
that's
I
one.
know you
So
get
that's one.
frustrated. What are they doing?
Uh,
Uh-huh.
what are they doing? So that's one. And two, like my hat says, free beer in Cabo.
Oh wow. Oh.
Free beer in Cabo. So yeah, I was doing my thing. But shout out to my new friends that I made out there. I made some friends out in Vancouver.
Wow.
They was telling me about the Vancouver tip. Made some friends from the Midwest. My boy
Nice.
Kai, what's up with my boy Kai? Because I know he joined the channel. So what's up to my boy Kai?
What up, Kai? What
Um,
up, Kai?
Oh, and in the one that I went live on, I don't know if you caught that because I low key I was like super faded. I went live on one and her name was Bad B. That's all the name she gave me.
Okay then.
Oh,
It,
that's what I said.
drop
That's
it
what I
off.
said.
I won't even try to pick that back up. Bad B.
I didn't. That's what I said.
Bad B.
Yeah, and George, they was from the East Coast also. So I made some beautiful friends, some beautiful people. And you know what? At the end of the day, I needed that. I needed that. It was just a beautiful time. Hold on, let me show my picture. Let me just show the people where I was at because they need to see. They
Of
need
course.
to see. Let me share my screen real quick so they can see. Y'all see that? Where we at? Right there. Yes. Okay, that's all y'all need. If you want to see more pictures, y'all gonna have to add me on either Facebook or Instagram. Y'all gonna have to go add me on Facebook or Instagram if you want to see more pictures with that. But yeah, like I needed that. It
Big
was a
shit
good
popping.
time,
That was good.
and man, I had some lobster, some steak,
Word.
some stuff I can't even pronounce. I was
Right.
trying new things, doing new
So
things.
we know Mickey loved the ladies, but were you with an acquaintance or were you alone? I'm dirty. I'm dirty, y'all.
Listen,
Y'all, I'm
you
dirty.
dirty as
I'm
hell. You
dirty.
dirty as
I'm
hell.
dirty.
You dirty as
That's
hell.
right. That's right. I mean, you all over there,
Listen.
yeah, was you with an acquaintance or was
Oh.
you alone? I'm just
Mhm.
curious. I mean,
Yeah.
hell, we single out here. We
All I
single out
look
here.
this
So
is all I can tell the listen.
what up?
Yeah, out here, but listen. All I know is for the first time in my life, I went through TSA and I went through customs, and I didn't get stopped. Patted down, because normally I get patted down. The first
Okay.
time in my damn life, I didn't get patted down. If you want to find out why, go join me on Facebook or Instagram. All I'm gonna
Hey,
say.
cause y'all, guess what? I know why she didn't get patted down. I'm gonna use one word. I'm
I
finna
didn't get
mess
patted down.
y'all up. I already know why she didn't get patted down. One word: privilege. That's all I'm gonna say. So if y'all want to dig into that anymore, please do.
Listen, I didn't get stopped. I didn't get patted down. My bag should
Privilege
check.
must be
I'm
nice.
normally
Oh
over there like
wow.
that. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Yeah, you ready? You
Hands
like,
is
all
up.
right,
I'm ready. Let's
You
go.
like, here we go.
To go. I was like, I felt a little disrespected. I was like, wait a minute.
Y'all just gonna
What's
let me
going
through here?
on? What's going on right now?
You start feeling funny, like I could
Y'all
have
just let me
anything
through?
on me. Don't be let.
I was like, what?
Here we go,
I can just
colors.
walk through?
Here we go,
But
colors.
anyways, so but look, I was relaxing in this in my mojitos, my margaritas, my mango margaritas, and my Pacificos. What was you
Oh
doing?
wow. Oh, while you was doing
Hey,
all that, I was on my grind,
yes,
cuz
sir.
I'm not gonna even lie. I've been working. And when I
Yes.
say that God is good, I mean, for those that watch the
Mm.
channel, I try I ain't gonna say I try. I really do. I am real about my get down, how I do things. You know what I'm saying? I do believe in a higher power. I love the Lord, but what I really do believe in is the power and knowledge of self. Like with where it's an old saying, with faith without works is dead. So the success that I'm having is coming from daily grinding, back exercising, making sure I'm taking
Mm.
my medication, staying healthy. Oh, shout out to my dad's mother. My grandmother passed away on March 16th. God rest her soul. Yeah, yeah, my dad's
Mm.
mother passed away. And so they just had a funeral yesterday. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to go. So, but when you lose people, parents, grandparents, and stuff, I saw that one of my friends lost her mother. Shout out to Kim Median, lost her mother recently, and I could just see from the post, she had she had she had a Robert said he really enjoyed co-hosting in your absence, and I want to thank Robert too for stepping in while she was in wherever the hell she
And
was,
tell Robert he can wait whatever, Robert.
wherever she
Whatever,
was.
bro.
But great job, Robert. Hey, Shantae, how you
Huh?
doing, darling? Thank you so much for tuning in, love.
My heart goes out to you. And what else, Shantae? No one cares about Robert right now. But
Yeah.
anyways, my heart goes out to you and your other side of your family. And that's
Yeah.
nothing but love. That's nothing but love also. But Robert's over here trying to make me laugh, and I'm trying to be all sincere right now.
Right. Robert coming with it. Robert
But
coming with it.
anyways, nothing but love.
But but yeah, man,
Right? He's
so
coming at me hard, like ha ha
yeah.
ha, like
But yeah, just to give a motivational understanding of life. I just want to shout to people out there that are hurting, that are going through
mm,
things. You know, one thing about life, and I learned this from my Uncle Lloyd. I make it no secret that me and Uncle Lloyd have a very close relationship. And one thing he told me all the time, he tells me all the time. He said, one thing about life, just remember this: you're not gonna survive it. And when he first told me that, I laughed, but that's a reality. My grandmother was 95 years old. You see what I'm saying? So it's kind of like
people lived
when
a
you think
beautiful life.
about,
Beautiful
yeah,
life.
that's a 95 years is a full life and then some. So it's kind of like I'm like, grandma, you know what I'm saying? Like and again, I'm knowing her life. My grandfather, her husband Louis the First, he was a business owner. They had businesses back in the 60s and stuff. So she and then my great grandfather, who was her father, he he had farms, and so she grew up with abundance. She grew up in abundance, and again she had to work herself too now, but she
Mm,
grew up having, she grew up in a good stable home even back in 1927 when she was born. Grew up with a good mom, dad, and I think honestly, and you know what kills me, I want to do some
mm,
research on this. I think that's
mm,
why I have the issues I have with what's going on with the black community and our relationships, because I'm not trying to force us to be together or anything. However, for our children to raise better children,
okay.
even if we're not together, that to raise kids and to have them be solid children throughout their life, they do need both parents. So I found that to be very important, man. My grandmother, and she raised six
Mm,
kids, and ironically, y'all, and people that know,
mm.
y'all, out of my dad's entire family, he the last one left. I'm sorry for laughing. Now that I could
We could
laugh at,
talk
I'm
about last
laughing.
one lunch. It's not
I'm
though,
like,
but we
But
already
like
know.
out of Louis Senior, my grandfather, out of my grandmother Amalie,
Mm.
and there were six kids, so that's eight people in total. Out of eight people, seven of them are now gone, and my dad sitting over there. I got a picture of him at the funeral. I'm gonna show it later. He's sitting at the funeral like, "Hey, that's right." So he
Mm.
has that I'm the last one left look on his face. So Yeah, but that's all going on with me. But in life, y'all, we got to keep
Mm.
pushing. We got to keep going. You know what I'm saying? I mean, my
Thanks.
grandmother lived a full life, and I know that if anything she would want for me, us, and the world and humanity is goodness, gracious, and love. So rest in peace to Grandma Emily Leverett, y'all. All right. Now we can continue, Mickey. Now it's your time to shine. I just took away from all your
Oh,
Cabo and took us to a funeral.
rest in peace. I'm just look. No, that was my Cabo, but when I was in Cabo, Mel had his first game, and that was the first time I've ever missed any of his games. Any of
Wow.
his
Look who in the
games.
building. Look
So
who's
I
in the
was
building,
dying on
Mickey.
the inside, waiting. Who in the
We got
building?
Suan in the building.
Yo, Sawan in the girl. How you doing? Hey, thank you for joining. Number, but yeah, Mel had his first game.
Mm.
It hurt. It hurt because I was waiting for pictures and waiting for videos, and I was like the parent on the other side. And I
Oh
was just
wow. So you
like,
missed the game?
damn, like, can I see the video? Like, how's he doing? What's going on?
Ah.
Yeah,
So how did it
because he's in
feel?
flag right now. He's on the or 7-on-7. So go ahead,
No, so how did that feel to
ask your
because I
question.
know because I'm wondering no, because as a parent, no, I'm asking seriously because I
Mm.
notice with a lot of female parents, I just been doing some observations. It's a sense of control and knowing everything that's going on in your kid's life all the time. How did that feel to relinquish some of that control for a bit, like even just for a few days? What was that like for you?
It was bliss.
It was what? Blah. That's
But
funny.
honestly, it was bliss.
That's a
It
good
was
way to
good
disturb. She said it was
because
bliss.
no, it was bliss. Like
Oh, bliss.
it was
Okay.
it was bliss. Like it was a great thing. However, not being able to be at his game because he's normally yelling, yelling at him, like all that stuff. That part was hard. It was hard for me not to get the updates all of a sudden, know what's going on with him and like how he was playing and how he was doing. And I made sure at that when I knew it was that time, I blocked that time off so I was available. Um, so that part of it was it for me. It was hard. However, the whole overall like I didn't miss him for 7 days, but I didn't miss him for 7 days
Ah,
like he was with his other
ah.
parent.
Like, look, there you go. Hey, you know what's
He
funny
was
about
with
you
her.
saying that? I'm gonna tell you something real. I finally, and I have to be honest about this.
Hmm.
I have gotten to the point. Now I get the
Okay.
girls every 2 weeks. You know what I'm saying? I'm all and always be wanting them more and more and more.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Robert wants to know where he's playing at. I know he plays for Redlands, Robert. He wants to know where the dude playing at. So
He
yeah, like
plays
I said,
for Redlands Junior All America, 7-on-7 Redlands Junior, and they'll be in Corona this weekend because his next game is this weekend in Corona.
yeah. But like I'm saying, I get the girls right like every 2 weeks. And when I first like lost custody, I was missing them. I was hurting. I was wanting them and all that. Like, man, I want my kids. But now that I've gotten adjusted to the every 2 weeks, man, before I look up, every time I blink, them 2 weeks be coming. I say, oh, whoa, whoa. It's like I want to take her back to court. I'm going to take her back to court because I need more rights. But like the visitation, I'm like, look, them every 2 weeks is cool. like like I'm now to the point that them every 2 weeks is good. Like I get them, I spoil them up, send them home. Boom, wait two
It's
weeks.
good.
But yeah, so I mean, and the thing is, I'm gonna be honest about something, and I know that, and ironically, I'm gonna be a real man about this. What I do know is my baby's mother would never give me these props. But what I'm gonna do is I'm growing in such ways until I don't need validation, but I can validate. I can say that overall. There are things that
Mm,
piss me off, such as weave in my daughter's hair and dumb shit like that. But as far as overall, I have to admit my daughters are straight A students. They're healthy and my kids have a relationship with me enough to where if I say,
mm.
"How are you? Is anything wrong?" They know that it ain't nothing that's gonna stop they dad as long as he living and got a heartbeat to get to him to get through whatever the hell anybody is trying to do to hurt them. They know I ain't playing
Mm.
about them. So to know
Mm.
that they are happy, they content, they growing up. I'm looking at their faces, they evolving, they well spoken. I mean, I'm good. I'm good. And you know something? The older they get, the better it does get as far as I would say being able to kind of just release the reins a little bit and like, hey, you know what? Go ahead, go ahead. I'm good.
No, I'm good. And it was a beautiful feeling for me to get him because I got back in earlier today, so I'm here. Got back
Uh
in earlier today, and I picked him up from his because he's in caps. I fought for that, but I'll talk about that another day.
oh yeah,
I
we're gonna
picked
do
him up,
that. We
and it
definitely
was
gonna talk
so
about
funny.
that.
Like it was like one of those, yeah, it was one of those moments where he paused because he didn't know I was coming. He didn't know I was picking him up, and he
Uh-huh.
paused and then just started running. I was like, "Oh, I missed you," and I was just like, "Yeah," and then I don't like you anymore. But
These
it
kids
was
are
just
something else, man.
it was one of those moments where yeah, they something else, and it's one of those moments where especially when you get an expression like that, and all the facilitators, they were just looking there like, oh, you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
just one of those moments where it's like, okay, I must be doing something okay because you don't get a reaction like that if you're not. And where was the tournament? The tournament's out in Corona at a park. I will send you the address, Robert, because they play this, like I said, this weekend. They'll be there all day from 8 to 5, but he plays because they're 3-0 right now, so he plays
Oh,
two
snap.
games on Saturday. This Saturday
Hey,
coming up.
hey, let me tell y'all something. I
Yeah, he was
actually
balling out of control.
I watched my little nephew win a Super Bowl, man. I'm talking about them kids won every game that season, and I was at the Super Bowl game. I was so proud of Redlands, man. Shout out, you know what? Shout out to my little G Mel, man. I'm gonna be honest. Let me make sure I say this first. I gotta give a full disclosure, and I'm gonna make a cut of this. To my daughters, I am so satisfied with you all. I mean, I love you all intently. I mean, the blessing of having y'all. I mean, I look at y'all faces and trust me, I light up. But boy, look at here. If I had me a god doggone boy, I promise to goodness, boy, if I had me a boy, this dude, and this that same year too. This the year that picture from that picture is when they won every game. And I mean, the thing is,
Yeah.
I know that Mickey is happy. I know she's excited, and I know she good. But I just look at life, man. I got 5 daughters, man. God would not give me a boy, man, because I'm telling you, boy, I would, man. I mean, so I'm not gonna lie, I do live vicariously through Mickey. Hey, you know what I'm saying? And hey, and what's funny is, hey, differently, y'all. What's funny is the kind of mama Mickey is. She ain't really giving a damn about having no girl. So I'm over here stuck. She's like, not like, oh my god, I always wanted a girl. That ain't Mickey. Mickey like, all right, what's up? Yeah, they want something to eat. Like they hungry. It's hot dogs in there. You know what I'm saying? So me, I'm over here looking at Mel like,
Yeah.
damn boy. But the beauty of it, I'm gonna tell you the beauty of it, man. The beauty of family, and I know my grandmother would love this. God rest her soul. The beauty of family is, and why I'm able. I thank God that I'm so. I know. Shantae, I always say the same exact thing.
So,
I cannot stand that picture, Shantae. She had that picture as her
he
profile
is.
picture for the longest, Shantae, and I was like, Mickey, take that. Let me tell you, he looks like he's being abused. I swear to God, it looks like. Wouldn't you say this child is just being abused? Like I'm okay.
He's
I
spoiled.
just.
He ain't abused.
But in
He
this
didn't want to be
picture,
there. He don't like
his
football.
face is saying.
See, and
His
that's his
face is
problem. And I
saying.
think we've had this conversation.
Yes, we have, but you can find a better picture than this one to use as a display. It's like I'm just like hey, if you notice, now see this is the actor in me. Now let me tell you the actor in me. I've told my daughters, right? Like cause Ducey, when she was young, she would smile all the time. Then she got into the little phase where she didn't want to smile. I
Oh, she
told her,
ready.
look, let me tell you something. I say, every picture y'all take with me, I need you smiling. I say, people ain't gonna be looking at the pictures. I'm damn, his daughters look sad as hell. I said, y'all better strike a match and light up when you take a picture with me. That's why every picture they take with me, they smiling. Because interpretation is everything. And think about it. Remember, I told you, I said, cuz, take that picture down, man. Get another picture. Because man, hold on, let me show you one more time. This nigga right here. But see, that's Mickey. She has no
Oh
marketing
God,
skills.
you gonna be mad. I
She
don't
doesn't
care.
have that. She has no marketing
I
skills.
don't
She hasn't,
care.
you know. Like, good looking kid, but he ain't trying to sell
No, that day
nothing.
he was no that day he was real like I don't care. Like why are we here? Do I have to take this picture? Why am I playing football right now? I'm already do I
Uh,
really
all right, we're gonna take a
God,
quick
why do I
break.
gotta go?
Yeah, we're gonna take a quick break, y'all. Then we're gonna come back
He
with our
has
first story of the
he
day.
has
Go
God
ahead.
given
He has God given what?
no, I was just saying
She said, yeah, Shantae say he ain't abused, but he definitely over it. And Shantae, you know me, I'm exaggerating. I'm a comedian, so I'm putting Shantae, I'm putting 10 on the damn two. I'm a comedian, so I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Y'all, when we come back, we are gonna discuss this tragedy, this literal tragedy I consider. All right. Jonathan Majors, as soon as we come back, y'all. Hold on. Let me get to the good stuff. All right, y'all. Welcome back. All right. Let's get into this story. Uh these are one of those stories, guys, that for me, I just get sad. I literally get sad when I see stuff like this. Jonathan Majors, as you all know, think about it. We can't even enjoy Creed 3. Can we? Can we can't even enjoy our movie right now because it's it's been taken over by this nonsense, man. You know? What did I do? Jesus.
mm.
It's been taken over by this nonsense. We can't even enjoy
Well, I don't
Creed
know the
3.
tell me the background behind it.
Okay, let me give you what happened. I was looking for a story to read up on it. Hold on.
Yeah.
All right. Here goes. Let me do a
I
little
think
read up
I
on
know.
this
I
to
don't
you.
want to say it, but I want to make
I
sure
got you.
before I go off.
Okay, let me go ahead and read this story to you. Actor Jonathan Majors is facing accusations that he choked his girlfriend during a domestic dispute over the weekend, the Associated Press reports. Police responding to a 911 call arrested the 33-year-old Marvel star late Saturday morning at an apartment in the Chelsea neighborhood of Manhattan. The victim, an unnamed 30-year-old woman, was Major's girlfriend, according to the New York Post, citing police's sources say. The victim informed police she was assaulted. An NYPD spokesperson said in a statement, according to the AP, officers placed the 33-year-old male into custody without incident. The victim sustained minor injuries to her head and neck, and was removed to an area hospital in stable condition. According to TMZ, the dispute arose Friday night while Majors and the woman were coming home from a Brooklyn bar in a taxi. The girlfriend allegedly saw that another woman had texted Majors and confronted him about it, at which point Majors became very upset, took her hand, and slapped her. TMZ reports the girlfriend then said Majors wrapped his hand around her neck. Hey, look, I do. Please, please forgive me for laughing, y'all. I know y'all over there like don't cancel me because
We
I
ain't
laugh
laughing at that. We ain't
because
laughing at that
I
part.
right no, I just laughed at the way it said you grabbed the phone like bitch, what you like? I could just see the
Uh,
incident right now going down.
oops.
Like get your what you grabbing my
But
damn
see,
phone
look,
for?
because I know where you're going.
Hmm.
Because I know where you're going with this.
I'm listening. I'm listening. Go
And
ahead.
you want to know what my issue is though? I have a huge,
What is
huge issue with this.
what's your issue?
Because I just want us to do a quick Google. I did a quick Google while you were talking.
Oh, I know
Because
it's
I
a
knew
white
where I
woman.
was
I know
going,
it's a
right?
white woman.
Let me
I
show you
know it's a
my
white
quick
woman.
Google.
I know it's a white woman. It's not a black woman. I know that. So give me your spiel.
Let me show you so you can see my quick Google. Is it up? Did it come up? Yeah, there we go. This man Dana White, okay, slapped his wife.
Mm-hmm.
They got it on camera. He comes out and admits, yes, I slapped my wife because I was mad at her, but gets no blowback, gets no nothing. It's not in the media. It was reported. And look, when I just Google it right now, I Google there's like three things that come up. But this man allegedly, now I'm not saying that he did it or he didn't do it. That's not what I'm saying, right? I'm just saying
Mm-hmm.
allegedly did this.
Allegedly.
And
Mm-hmm.
he's getting all this blowback.
All this
And I
blowback.
get it's a race thing. Like I get it's a race
We
thing,
black.
and I get it's
We
like
black.
black man, and I get that he's black. I get it. I understand. Like, oh my God, I just had white privilege the other day. Anyways, I get it. I understand it.
Ah, it tastes pretty good,
But
don't it?
what I don't under you're so
Ah,
funny. Hey, did you get that?
that was
But what
funny.
I
Yeah,
don't get
hey.
is you're so funny.
Yeah,
But
you
what I
still
don't get
laughing. You go
is
ahead.
this
That white
man is
privilege,
the owner.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, hey. But
Hey,
what
it
I
tastes
don't
pretty
get
good.
though is this man, he's
Go
the
ahead.
owner of the UFC, slapped his wife. They got it on camera. They done broadcasted it. TMZ, like every news anchor, whatever, reported on it for less than 12 hours. Right? Less than 12 hours. Nothing happened to him. No one
Nothing.
cares anymore.
No one cares.
Nobody cares.
Nobody
But this
cares.
man, a black man that's in a movie that's that's blowing up right now, that's about to blow up, whatever,
His
he's getting
career
all the
is
blood.
on the
His
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 career
his
is
career is
on
about to be
the
over.
incline.
It's about to be over. Why?
That
Why are
I
we doing this? Like I
when
get
I
why
say
we're doing. Go ahead.
I'm so sad. And I say this, I say this, and again, people were talking smack to me because I was so upset about what Will Smith did at the Oscars. My thing is, as black men, okay, I get it, bruh. I get it. It's not fair. I get it. We have to go
Mm,
10 times harder. I get all that. But guess what? That's the world that we were given. That wasn't the world, you know what I'm saying, that we would have created or made for ourselves, but that is the world that
mm,
we live in. So when I come to see, and I'm gonna speak my truth. I'm gonna speak my truth. Guess what? Military, 4 years in the army, 4 year college degree. You understand?
mm,
Substitute teacher. I take care of my damn kids. You understand what I'm saying? I pay my bills. I take good care of myself. I take care of the people that are around me. I take care of my family. You know what I mean? I show love for my family. I was just talking about how I drive up, take the girls on weekends because they need to know who Mel is. You see what I'm saying? So I'm invested into myself and my future, and the future of anybody I know. Anytime I could drop a dime on a brother, I do. I help people. I help other men in court cases. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying to my black youth out here, use this same situation the same way I told you all to use the Takashi 69 situation. Use
mm,
this same situation as you all see what's going on and what has happened with Ja Morant. Now, Ja getting off easy, but let me explain something to you youth out there. You're not a $250 million basketball player. You're Larry. Okay, or you're Terrence, or you're Pookie, or you're Ray Ray. So you're not going to get the same treatment and the same smack on the wrist that Ja Morant got. You understand what I'm saying?
mm,
And to see and so you have to understand, look at these things that are happening. You had the Ja Morant incident. Here it is. This young black man's career is literally on the brink of taking off. And a white woman has gone to the police and accused him of domestic violence. And I hope it's not over, but let's be realistic. We, when I say we, I'm talking about we don't really make the choices of what happens in Hollywood. We don't make the choices or have the green light to say this person's going to work or that person isn't going to work. And even if we do, and Hollywood is so powerful and such a powerful machine, say that a 50 Cent or a Tyler Perry were to say, hey, I'm going to work with him and I'm going to put him on, then the bigger Hollywood would turn their back on them. You see what I'm saying?
mm,
Just like with
mm,
what 50 is doing for Monique. So what we need as black people, I'm going to just say straight up, we need more 50 Cents. We need more Tyler Perrys. We need more
mm.
ownership because just like my cousin said, this white dude on camera confesses to slapping his woman and it's talked about for a few hours. this thing with Jonathan Majors is getting drug into the mud. I mean, it's so awful, man. It's hard,
It
and it's
is. It's
hard to watch.
awful.
It's hard to take, man.
It is. But let me be clear. Like I want to be super clear and transparent. Like if he did abuse her, like I do not condone domestic violence. I
I
don't
don't condone it
condone
either,
putting your
in
hand
no
on
way,
no
shape, or
woman.
form.
I don't condone any of that. That's not my point. My point is, why is it not the same? Let's just pretend for a second that he did do it and we already know he did it. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? Why are they not facing the same consequence? That's my entire point. My point is not domestic violence. I do not condone it. I'm
Nope.
not down with it. I think
Neither do
anybody
I.
that commits domestic violence, period, point blank, needs to have something happen to them. Period,
Is a
point
fuck off.
blank.
And I'm gonna tell you, I personally, I don't believe in violence. Period. Because
Facts.
I'm the type, don't put your damn hands on nobody, no man
No.
or no woman. We should be able to discuss this, cuss each other out, not like each other, be mad, and have an issue and give each other a dirty look. But there's a level of self control when you're an adult. Don't
Mm.
put your damn hands on nobody. And I'm gonna
Oh
take,
yeah.
I'm gonna take now. Oh, I'm so glad we're bringing this up. I'm gonna tell you something I'm
What?
good at, and I've got talked about it. I've got talked about because of it. Women, some women that I've dated recently don't like the fact that I will ghost they ass, right? And I'm gonna
Okay,
explain why. Yeah,
sir.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Ghost them. But go
Let,
ahead. Let
let,
me. I want to
let,
hear this. Go ahead.
let me break it
Let
down. Let me
me.
break it down.
Okay. I'm gonna listen.
I had a couple incidents. I had two young ladies. Like this one young lady,
Mm,
she was really young, like, but she was on me. She was sweating me, you know what I'm saying? Like giving me the flavor. And I mean, like low key trying to play me. I guess she thought because I was older, she was gonna be able to play me, but she don't know. I'm a Mac from way back. I'm a G, you know what I'm saying? So your little young hot poontang, I mean, baby, I done been there, done that. You know what I'm saying? Where your mama at? So she started trying to talk to me a certain kind of way and come at me. So I left her alone. And then she got real mad. And so I told her about herself real good, but I didn't cuss her out. I didn't call out her name or nothing. I just said, baby, I'm not stupid. I know what you're doing, honey.
mm,
So look, in order to save you some stress, I'm gonna stop playing this game with you. So have a nice life. And but matter of fact, I didn't even give her all that. I just blocked her, deleted her, and ghosted her. Same thing happened with another chick. And you actually know this other one. And women, and this is gonna lead into the next story. Uh
mm.
this gonna lead right into the next story that we're gonna talk about. It was another chick, and you actually know who this chick is because you, like I say, you know who this chick is. So she and I were chilling. We was in the car and stuff, and we were talking, and I was telling her about my surgery, how I had to get cut open, and she started
Mm.
hitting me on my arm, hitting me real hard, and I said, hey, stop hitting me, I got shot. And she kept hitting me. So I grabbed her arm, and I didn't twist it to hurt it, but I did stop hitting me. And she sat there and complained and got out the car and got mad and stuff like that. And I told her, F you, because that's another
Mm.
thing too. And this is gonna lead to the next story before we get into our final story tonight. Women, y'all really have to stop abusing men. I'm not sitting here for 1 second trying to negate the fact that men have abused women. I'm not taking nothing from that. However, just like Mickey said, what's not done is the same equality to when a black person does something or a white person does something. The same equality and levity is not given to a woman abusing a man as it is a man abusing a woman. Speaking of which, it happens. This
Well,
case
that
right
has to do
here.
with power. What happened?
Let's talk about this case right here. You probably don't know
Okay.
about this
Nashville
one,
Shooting.
but I'm gonna share
You
this one
know.
too.
You know. I was sitting on somebody's beach. Uh, she she did
Yeah,
it on Facebook Live.
she did it. She killed her husband on Facebook Live. That
Oh.
wasn't her boyfriend. That wasn't her boyfriend.
Oh.
Husband on Facebook
Oh.
Live.
And what? Okay.
I'm
So
getting ready to go to the
can
article right now. Yeah, yeah.
yeah.
Go
I'm
ahead and
like
talk
I
a
need
little bit
some
while I'm
background.
finding it.
Like what?
Yeah.
Like what? I'm like who? Like I don't understand. Like who just? You
Okay.
know what? Like you. I'm gonna just go ahead and
Her
record
kids
this.
were there. Her kids were there.
Her babies were there.
Yes.
Why? See, that's what's wrong with people. I don't
Hey,
understand what's wrong with people these days.
I'm
Like,
gonna
why
tell
are you
you.
doing all this traumatizing these kids like that? Like, why
I'm.
are we doing this to these kids?
I hate to say it. I know this is gonna sound sexist, but
But go ahead.
the systems have given females too much power. And they feel like, 'cause I've dealt with women and they do some more crazy stuff, And I'd be like, why'd you do this or that? And they go, well, I was mad. They will
Mm,
justify being mad just because they were mad. That gives them the the go ahead to just do what they want. Okay, peep this. Let me see something. I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen. I was gonna do it the other way, but I'm gonna go ahead and share my screen because this is a
okay.
good story. Let me see here. Trying to see if I can get it up. Trying to see if I can get it up. That's funny.
Look, let me see if I can get it up real quick. I got it up a whole lot, but go ahead. Let me see if I can get it up.
Oh, here we go. Oh,
Listen, all I
everybody
know
know.
is
Hmm.
all I know is why you pulling up the story. All I know is I don't know the story. I don't know the background of the story.
Hmm.
But you don't do stuff in front of your kids,
In front
like.
of your
And
kids.
I
Your
get
kids
what you're
look at.
saying, like the courts or whatever. But in some cases, it's justified.
Well,
In
this
some
one
cases,
wasn't.
it's justified. I didn't say
Yeah,
in this one. All
yeah.
I said was in a lot of cases it is justified. But in some cases, I do agree with you.
I,
Where men are looked at as lesser.
yeah,
However,
yeah.
in a lot of cases though, it
Personally,
is justified
again,
because
when
men, y'all be tripping as
women
a
do
whole.
too now, like as a whole,
And it goes both ways, and it goes
that's
both
what I'm
ways though. But
saying. You really see, you got to really look at it from like it depends on what your background is and what you've gone through. Someone
got it.
such as yourself hasn't had you like. When's the last time you really dated a guy? You know what I'm saying? Like,
When's the last time I ever wanted to date a guy? Let's
well,
talk about that.
I mean, never. But that's what I'm saying. So you don't really have
Uh-uh.
experience from an angle of hello? Am I still
I'm
with
listening.
y'all?
You
Oh,
with
okay.
me?
Hold on. From that angle. So I'm gonna just go ahead and read the article instead of
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
find
Give me
everything.
give me the article.
Okay, yeah. Uh Angry wife kills husband on Facebook Live. This is fucking
Angry
nuts to me.
wife. Okay, go ahead.
A Mississippi woman was arrested early Saturday and charged with the shooting death of her husband during an argument that was captured on Facebook Live. The Lowndes County Sheriff said that the 28-year-old victim was pronounced dead at the scene from a single gunshot wound just before 8 a.m. Saturday. Deputies arrested Khadijah Brown, 28, and recovered a 9mm handgun. Sheriff Eddie Hawkins told WCBI that Jeremy Brown was trying to leave the apartment before his wife shot him. There was a history of domestic violence between Brown and the victim. Hawkins said in a statement on Facebook, "This was a tragic and senseless murder, and our thoughts and prayers go out to the family of the victim. Fortunately, Brown is in custody. We look forward to the criminal justice system holding her accountable." While the sheriff's office said the incident was captured on Facebook Live, has since been removed. Khadijah Brown's most recent Facebook posts over the past 2 days accused her husband of cheating on her with women where he works and being bisexual. I'm sorry for laughing. Y'all gotta forgive him some. I didn't know that part. And being bisexual. Brown has done several Facebook lives along with an even larger number of TikTok videos. Okay, you know what? This is weirdo
So,
shit to me.
cuz before you say
Like,
something,
go
I'm,
ahead.
I want to pause you.
I'm
So
listening
first off,
because I read the whole thing. So
f
go ahead.
them thoughts and prayers, f them thoughts and prayers, because I'm sick of everybody talking about thoughts and prayers for people that are dying from gun violence. Period. Point blank. And y'all know that I'm 2A all day, every day with sensible 2A. But forget your thoughts and prayers. Do something about it. Anyways, go ahead, cuz I'm
Wow.
sorry.
No, I want to get into that because you are a gun advocate. So I do want to discuss in detail how you feel about that. And we do got and we're gonna rush this too because we got 15 minutes left and we definitely got to get into our biggest story of the night. But this is what I want to say, man. Uh, I'm the man was leaving. Okay. That from what because I
Okay.
know I've heard details of the story. When I say the man was leaving, there was domestic violence between them. And I
Mm,
myself have left women before because it gets
right.
to a point that, hey, before someone gets hurt, let me be the bigger man. And as a man, I always knew, I don't know, it was something about, I guess, just the way I was trained and I was taught. Like my mom, matter of fact, my mom told me, hey, baby, if you ever get into it with your girlfriend, walk away. Walk away. I don't
Walk
really, I'm gonna
away.
tell you something I don't do either. I don't really say publicly debate women that well or do debate against women either, because as a male, when you're talking aggressively or you're saying something that you're passionate about, it always to me can be twisted, perceived, and tainted and made seem a certain way because you're a male. So to
Mm.
my men out there that watch this, please take heed to all of this stuff that's going on. If you know that the young lady you deal with has a gun, please, I'm gonna say this: make her get rid of it. Like straight up, if I'm dating somebody, I'm married to somebody, and we living together, what we need a gun for? Okay, if we got security, I ain't doing nothing that somebody gonna kill us for.
Mm,
I'm doing stuff that we gonna get killed
eh.
for. But again, that's
No,
where
I'm
we
just
disagree.
saying. Yeah, that's where we disagree. We disagree
No,
on
we
that
can
one.
have our
I feel
disagreements
like I
because
feel like everybody. I feel like everybody that can pass a background check, that is mentally stable, and that can prove that, everybody should be able to have a firearm in their possession if they choose to have that. Not everybody wants it. Not everybody needs it.
that
However, if
girl,
they
that girl
choose to
that shot
have
her
it,
husband, that girl that shot her husband on Facebook Live,
mm,
she probably had a good background, all that, 28 years old,
would
young.
ask you what state was. You said it was Mississippi. Mississippi don't have
Yeah.
background checks.
And they gave that girl a gun and she killed her husband, her kid's
And they gave
father,
her like look, we
you
can talk
know.
about a whole bunch of states that don't have background checks
Yeah.
where you can
My
just
thing
go
is,
get a firearm tomorrow.
here go my thing. This is the way I personally feel about it. And I've said this before.
Okay.
Trouble is easy to get in and it's hard to get out of.
Ooh, hard to get out
Gun,
of.
guns
Mm.
ain't
And you,
nothing to play with. I mean, I
they're
just
not.
guns. I mean, cause like, and see, and you can, and this coming from a guy who's ex-military. So I love. Don't get me wrong. I love guns. I like playing with them. I like going to the gun range and shooting them and stuff. But guess what? I'm trained. I know how
And
to
they're
handle
deadly.
a firearm exactly, and I
They're
don't play
deadly.
with them. So
You
I
don't play.
believe in gun safety to the umph. But everybody shouldn't have a weapon, especially someone like I'm gonna just tell you, God's honest
I
truth.
agree.
It's
What?
women that I've dated. I thank God that there was no gun around, that these women didn't have guns. And straight up, honestly, black men, we need counseling too. But to my black women as an entirety, you all really need to go get some therapy collectively about this rage that is in you. I mean, what drove you? Because from what I heard, she told him to leave. And he came in the house to get his stuff and leave, and she shot him. You want me to leave, but then when I leave, you want to take my life? You see what I'm
Mm.
saying? And I mean, they want to say the bisexual thing and all that. And here's my thing: bisexual, trisexual,
And
bisexual. It don't
it don't
that so you
matter.
so okay, you caught him cheating, and he's bisexual, and then you're gonna kill him. That did not deserve a death sentence.
And especially if they
That
got you just said excuse me, you just said that they got kids. Like you don't do that around your kids. Like,
exactly.
man, like
That
what
man
about
did
these
not.
babies?
Her mama was there. Her kids
Her
were
mama
there.
was there too?
Her mama was there. Their kids was there. And
Oh
and and
wow.
again, and here go my thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. The man dead. He can't defend himself. I think that bisexual was just something to say to get black women on her side. Yeah, girl, I would have killed
You
him
saw
too. Yeah, dead ass, dead ass. These black women something else, man. And I mean, I love my sisters, but bruh, I'm gonna tell you, we gotta keep an eye. Man, look, I ain't talking about Mickey type of women. I'm talking about these women that we date, that we trust, that we fall in love with, and you don't know these women backgrounds. You don't know how they mama and daddy taught and raised them. See, that's something that I'm learning too. You gotta kind of, you gotta, like they say, you
Wait,
gotta
time
vet,
out on that one. You don't
you
you
gotta
said
vet a
Mickey type
person.
of women. You don't think that every female that I've dealt with, probably about 90% of them weren't straight before they met me? Like are we is this a real conversation
Oh
right
no,
now?
no, I wasn't talking about. No, no, no. You're a boy. I'm not talking
Oh,
about you,
I
boy.
was
I'm
gonna
talking about.
say,
No, no.
I'm
I was
like,
talking about. I was
mm,
explaining, like, and we've had this talk before. Like your perspective, you have to really analyze your perspective,
mm,
because when I listen to your perspective, I personally am not listening to a female's perspective. I'm listening to Mickey's
not
perspective,
necessarily. Mm,
which exactly. So when I listen to Mickey's perspective, I honestly, and I joke about this, but you, to me, just your overall processing is a white man. So when I listen to you, it just is what it is. I say that in front of people, everybody. I say my cousin's a rootin' tootin' white man. You know what I'm saying? Gun toting
I
white
came
man.
with you. Whatever.
No, you
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 know,
got
nothing but love.
you got swag though. You got swag. You know what I'm saying? Well, you wouldn't be pulling the way you pull if you didn't have swag. You got swag. But I'm talking about the way you think, the way you see life, the way you operate, the way you kind of generalize things. To me, comes from a more of a white male type of perspective. I would see, like, if it was a check, it would be like white male, white male, white male. If somebody was to ask, but me on the other hand, because of my experiences,
Mm.
Chicago, Florida, out here in Cali, you know what I'm saying, living in Long Beach. I mean, years at the J Spot, BT Comic View. So I'm a black dude. I come from a black thought process. I come from a black way of thinking. However, what I've learned is I want to say this. The Heavenly Father has given me life. And I'm in
Mm.
my late 40s now, and the life he's given me has given me guidance and given me texture and given me understanding on how to navigate. And that's where I get on people, my youth, and I get on people with these guns and stuff and the stupid stuff that people are doing. I know now what
Mm.
not to do. And that brother should have never went back to that house. But and
He
again,
should. He shouldn't have.
I could say all day that that woman shouldn't have picked up that gun, but she knew what she was doing. She knew better than that. You got anything else? Because we got to get into
I
this
don't
last
disagree.
story. It's such a,
No, I don't. I
it's a
don't. But
tragedy.
I want to go back to the whole, forget because I know where you're going with this. The transition. I'm
Hmm.
really sick of everybody, whether it be just regular everyday people or whether it be politicians, talking about every time there's a gun violence and hopefully everybody knows about, the tragedy that happened in Tennessee over this past weekend or whatnot with them babies. I am sick and tired. I am sick and tired of reading a news article or turning on the TV and somebody saying our thoughts and prayers go out to him and then basically say like, oh, but we're still in the NRA's pocket. Like, I'm not sitting here dissing the NRA because the NRA is good for some things. I'm not gonna lie, they're good for some things, training, stuff like that. But gosh darn it, like, you just got $1.3 million. This tragedy happened in your backyard and you voted against any gun safety protocols, whether it be at the school level, whether it be at the Senate level, the representative level, and then people are going to sit up there and say like, oh, well, we need to arm these teachers. Well, one, I highly disagree with that. But and this is my
That,
argument
please.
though. The wait, time out, cuz like, how are you gonna
Mhm.
arm these teachers when you don't even trust them in the first place to let them choose the books your children are reading, but you want to arm them? Like, are you
Oof.
freaking kidding me? You want to arm somebody with a freaking firearm, but you don't want to arm them with a book? A book? You want to counsel out the books that they read, but you want to give them a freaking firearm. Get the hell out of here. Like, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Mm.
Now, I don't know the whole background. I all I know is, the young lady, I think she was like 28 or something like that, went
Yep,
to the
28
school.
years old.
I don't know how she ended up at the school. I don't know the background behind it. I just know it was all over the news, and she was in
Oh,
a
you just
Prius or
getting
something
back in
like that.
town. You just getting back in town. Yeah.
I'm just getting back this morning, so I haven't had chance to research or anything like that. But I have,
Well,
read everybody's comments behind it, whether it be celebrities, the government, different politicians. And, that's like I said, that's what pisses me off about it. Everybody keeps saying, oh, my thoughts and prayers, all my thoughts and prayers, but they're not doing anything about it. And I feel like if we go back 10 years ago to Columbine, you know, I really feel like that's when, as a society, we made it. And this is going to sound real jacked up. This is going to sound real jacked up. I feel like as a society, we made it okay to kill kids in schools.
ugh.
I'm being serious. Go
All
back to
right.
Columbine.
All
I'm
right. Let me
being
go
like
ahead and
dead
read.
serious.
Let me
Go
read this
ahead though,
article real
cuz.
quick before we
Go
get out of
ahead.
here. No, no. Hey, that's what this is about. Expression. All right, Nashville. A 28-year-old woman from Nashville fatally shot three children and three adults on Monday at a private Christian elementary school, officials said, leaving behind writings and detailed maps of the school and its security protocols. In the latest episode of gun violence that had devastated American families and communities, the assailant opened fire just after 10 a.m. inside the Covenant School in the affluent Green Hills neighborhood, where children in preschools through where children in preschool through sixth grade had just begun their final full week of classes before Easter. The shooter, who police identified as Audrey E. Hale, had entered the building by firing through a side door armed with two assault style weapons and a handgun, according to John Drake, the chief of the Metropolitan Nashville Police Department, and went to the second floor, firing shots before being killed by the police. Chief Drake said that the assailant was at one point a student at the school. Surveillance video released by police on Monday night showed the shooter drive up to the school in what police described as a Honda Fit. In the clip, two sets of glass doors shatter from bullets before the assailant ducks into the building through the broken glass, wearing camouflage pants, a black vest, black a backward red cap. The assailant walks through rooms and hallways with a weapon drawn. At one point, the shooter can be seen walking in and out of the church office and down the hallway past the children's ministry as the lights of what appeared to be a fire alarm flash. Man, I saw I actually watched the when they killed her. And I'm gonna tell you, I hate to say
Mm.
this, but I was very satisfied. I was very satisfied. First of all,
Yeah, you
shout
just
out,
kill kids. I agree. I agree with you.
yeah,
You just kill
yeah.
kids. So we're on the same page.
Shout out to I want to give a sincere rest in peace, love and condolences to these human beings. One of the ladies, and I used to substitute teach, and I'm gonna tell you, it really hit close to home because I used to
Mm,
substitute teach, and one of the ladies there was a substitute teacher. And I'm sitting
mm,
here like, I'm not even a real teacher. I sub. I'm coming in to hustle and make a few dollars. A janitor was
mm,
killed. Like I say, three adults and three kids. I'm satisfied that they burned her ass. I'm satisfied that they
mm.
did, but at the same time, again, I'm really on the same note that you on. When are we gonna do something about this? So before we get out of here, y'all, Mickey, I'm gonna let you take us home, but I do want to start putting these hotlines up immediately while we talking. So suicide
Yeah,
hotline,
like I
y'all.
said, there's a tragedy. Tragedy. I'm sick of politicians. If any politician is listening, maybe I'm gonna run one day. I don't know, but I'm sick of y'all
Why
thoughts
not?
and prayers. You know what I'm saying? Like, please actually do something about it. And for my people out there
Yeah.
that need some help, the National Suicide Hotline number is out there. It's 988. It's not even a phone call anymore. It's literally a text. So text that number 988. Please get help if you need it because it's out there. If you just need somebody to talk to, NAMI's out there for you guys. It's 1-800-950-6264. That's NAMI. That's for mental health. If you just need someone to talk to, you just please reach out and get that help. That's 1-800-950-6264. And as my cousin would always say, hoorah to all my vets out there. All my vets. If you need some help, let Corporal. I said Corporal go down there. That's 1-800-273-8255. Again, that's 1-800-273-8255. And as always, uh, thank you. Thank you for welcoming me back. And Robert, number love for you. Thank you for filling in for me. Blah. But I love the ladies. Holla back.
Absolutely.
Take it home,
Hey,
cuz.
Hey, this has been a dynamite show, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. Please support the family podcast, man. Family Politics Podcast. Like I told you, you can give us stars, the dry bar special, all the stuff we got going on, man. I need your supports. I need your eyes. I need your ears. And there are probably going to be some changes coming next week, but just trust me, you still will be able to tune in each and every Tuesday at 9 o'clock and catch Family Politics. It just might be a little couple of changes next week because we got some stuff going on. All right. Everybody have a wonderful and blessed evening. And again, let's pray for these people that have lost their lives. This is a tragic time we're living in. Let's love each other. Let's take care of each other because tomorrow's not promised. Good night, everybody.